On today's show, Ivy Albright from the Rutherford County CVB joins us to share some fascinating local history facts that even longtime Murfreesboro residents may not know. Then Cooper Schanie is here to talk about how massage therapy can help relieve stress, ease pain, and improve your overall well-being. And for our Purple Paws Pet of the Week, we're teaming up with some cool cats looking for their forever home. So kick back, maybe even grab a notepad, because this is one you won't want to miss. Good morning, Murfreesboro, for Friday, January 9th, 2026 begins now.
Good morning, Murfreesboro. I'm Lance Chandler.
And I'm Rachel Albertson. Thank you for joining us for another week where we talk about what makes Murfreesboro shine.
Yeah, and we had our little New Year's episode, a short one last week,
Yes.
and we talked a little bit about the things, but how's your year been so far?
This has not been the best start of a year for me, but you know, it just means that moving forward, good things are happening to me.
Yeah, it could get better, you know what I mean?
Always. It can always get better.
Sometimes that's how it goes. You know, the new year starts off rough for people, and as time goes on, it gets better, and it could be the best year of your life. You never know.
I agree. How about you? Did you ring in the new year with Miles?
We did ring in the New Year's with Miles, and he is the cutest little thing. My mother-in-law made him a little onesie that said "My First New Year's" because she has like embroidery, like she retired, and she was like, what am I going to do for my retirement? So she went and bought like a huge quilting machine, a massive embroidery machine, was like all over Facebook Market, had my poor father-in-law running over all of Kentucky and Tennessee trying to pick this stuff up, and now that's what she does for her family.
That's
she just
fantastic.
Makes everybody custom-made things all the time, and we love it. It's great.
That is really, really good.
But yeah, had a lot of fun. Just want to say something about my grandfather-in-law. He had a little... He had a stroke over the holiday season. We didn't talk about it last week. It was kind of all developing at that time. But he is doing well, and I just want to send some love to him. And he came home yesterday, and so he is doing really, really well.
What's his name?
His name is Jerry.
Jerry. So
Yeah.
everyone out there, if you're the praying type.
And to our family, he is Papaw. So yeah, prayers are.
Papaw Jerry.
Yep. So it's greatly appreciated if you're the praying type. Please say some prayers for him. He's got a little ways to recover, but he's doing well.
That's fantastic to hear. And leads us into its National Blood Donor Month. There's a lot of people that donate blood, and some are scared, and all the things. I personally would just like to say thank you to everyone who donates blood. My daughter had cancer, and she had more than 13. We lost count blood transfusions, and. Wow. Things that people don't know, if you need to get platelets, that could be up to 7 different people's donations in order to get one platelet transfusion. So if you can and able, please donate blood this month.
We talked about that. You get free cookies and juice. So, you know, that's a good reason to go anyways. And if you don't know your blood type, you'll learn it.
Yes, yeah.
Well, we got an announcement, which we did today. Yeah. So our show got pushed to 7 a.m. So if you're watching this, it's even earlier than normal.
So when you're getting ready in the morning, you can just have it on.
Yeah. So you can hop up, and then, you know, if you're like me and you wake up,
so bad.
7 a.m. and it's bad for you.
You're not supposed to instantly get on a screen. You're supposed to breathe in and out, do some stretches, get your mind set for the day.
Yeah, I stretch my eyes and look at my screen.
Well, do you have a joke?
I do. You know, I play guitar and music and stuff, so I got you a musical joke today. And it kind of goes with Neil's heritage, too, you know what I mean? So what is a guitar... what is a guitar player's favorite food, or favorite Italian food?
I don't know.
Stromboli.
You know, it's funny, I actually don't even know what stromboli is. I would have to Google it.
We'll have Neil tell us.
Yeah. He gave us a thumbs up, so it must be good, whatever it is. Well, welcome to Murfreesboro, everyone. We have a lot of people that are moving here and don't necessarily get the Southernisms and things people say around here. So we're going to talk about something that has to do with eating out in restaurants. How do you know when it's a good restaurant?
If you roll into like a barbecue joint around here and they got a whole roll of paper towels on a stick at the end of the table, then you know it's probably going to be a pretty good place.
And don't wear white.
Yeah, you don't wear your white shirt to a barbecue place around here ever.
Yeah. And then, you know, when I was growing up on the West Coast, we called it a stoplight, but a lot of times here people call it
It's a red light here.
Red light.
It's a red light.
But there's other colors on it.
That's true.
I didn't call it a go light, even though it had other colors. You know what I mean? It's just one of those.
No, but it is. It's a red light here. And you're from California, and I have other friends that are here from California.
I was trying to say West Coast.
West Coast, I know. But I have friends that moved here from California, and the funny thing about the stoplight situation is, when they moved here, it was the most frustrating thing for them because we don't go, evidently, when the light turns green in the south. We kind of wait a minute for it to do something. We ease off the brake and let the car roll naturally, whatever it is. In California, evidently, they just stomp on the gas and floor it, because if you don't, you're not going to make the light. So.
Well, the other part of that is there's generally so much traffic, which now we have here in Murfreesboro. You need to get on it so that you can get more cars through.
Yeah.
Especially in a turn lane. I was very frustrated almost 20 years ago when I moved here. There wasn't even that much traffic. But you learn, like, you gotta slow it down.
Now the traffic's here, so everybody stomp on it.
That's, yeah. I'm not a honker. Some people are honkers. I don't honk.
well, honking can be dangerous in the
I know,
South.
that's why I don't honk.
In other states,
shotgun.
it's communication. Here, it's like, I'm angry at you. Get out of my way. All right. Well, we have some national events going on around the country, and today is National Law Enforcement Day.
Yes, yeah, a very important part of making sure that people don't run red lights.
Yes, yeah. They're on it this month so far. So.
Yeah. So thank you to the Murfreesboro Police Department and the Rutherford County Sheriffs.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yes. Next week is on Sunday. It's the beginning of National Pizza Week, and we have a post that's going to be on our social media where people can vote or add their own pizza place here in Murfreesboro.
Yeah, I'm curious about this on who has the best pizza or perceived best pizza in town. There's a lot of good pizza shops.
We were referred to a pizza place when we moved here, and we did not love it. So it's very interesting. People coming from different parts of the country enjoy different styles of pizza.
Gotta be careful what you say.
That's why I didn't say anything.
Then Tuesday, it's Make Your Dream Come True Day.
Aww.
Yeah, I feel like it's a Disneyland thing.
It does seem like a Disneyland thing. And if you're dreaming of a delicious bagel, on Thursday, it's National Bagel Day. And we have a bagel place, Burrow Bagel, that has some
Have you ever been there?
Amazing.
It is great. It is
really, amazing.
Yeah, I really enjoy Burrow Bagel. We have to thank our wonderful sponsors. We have Superior Overhead Doors,
Valley Growers,
Info Rose Social Media,
615 Insurance,
and Hemisphere.
Yes, we're very excited they let us record.
Yeah, we love that.
Well, if you don't have anything to do this weekend, you're not looking hard enough, and you're definitely not watching our show. If you're looking for fresh finds all winter long, the Rutherford County Winter Spring Farmers Market is open Fridays, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m., all the way through April of 2026 at the Lane Agri Park. You can go by there and find local produce, meats, mushrooms, baked goods, canned treats, and more, grown and made right here in your community. This seasonal market keeps the fresh finds coming even when it's cold. Support local, and it's January. Let's start eating well.
I'm glad they were specific about what foods are. I was like, it's the middle of winter. But I guess you can have greenhouses and stuff. So.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny with mushrooms. Like, a lot of people like stuffed mushrooms.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving right along. Kick off 2026 with purpose. Join us tomorrow at 12:30 for the American Cancer Society's first lap, launching this year's Relay for Life of Murfreesboro. We'll meet at the Teardrop Driveway at the Oaklands Mansion to walk in hope, remembrance, and determination to end cancer as we know it. Luminaria will be available for purchase to honor loved ones, plus light refreshments to keep you warm. Let's make every step count. The Blue Raiders women's basketball team is bringing the action home. They tip off tomorrow at noon at the Murphy Center against New Mexico State. Currently holding second place in the Conference USA, they need your cheers. Let's pack the stands, bring the energy. Let's go, Lady Blue Raiders.
I was going to say, they're doing pretty good this season.
What is Conference USA?
It's their, like,
Is it a bracket?
No, it's like
I'm trying.
Regions of schools and how they play each other and stuff.
Okay.
And they have it busted up because you wouldn't have like MTSU playing somebody in Washington State, and it's like they're based off of like school side. There's a lot of factors that goes into it, but they have like SEC conference.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. There you go.
TSSAA. It's a different sport.
That's
but
That Well, no, it's Tennessee. This is another show.
All right, we need a whiteboard. Please, can I have a whiteboard? All right, well, finally, how's your aim? Find out on Wednesday, January 13th at 3:30 p.m. with Archery for Beginners at the Wilderness Station. And I want to just interject and say there are so many cool things at the Wilderness Station. You guys need to be checking it out. There's an instructor there that will guide you through the basics of how and what the bow and arrow, how to use them. All you need to do is bring your sense of adventure and comfy shoes because it is a little little 1 mile hike to where you're going to be shooting that bow and arrow. The classes are for age 7 and up, and it's $10 a person.
Sounds like fun. Well, if you like what you heard there, we have links below in our description that you can check out, or if you weren't paying attention, you can go back and check those out.
Yeah.
Well, our first guest is coming up right after this commercial break. All right, we are back with our very first guest, Ivy Albright with the Rutherford County CVB. That's always fun to say. Welcome to the show.
Thank
you
you for
being
having
here,
me.
Ivy.
I'm excited to be here today.
Yeah. All right. So, what's the CVB?
Yeah, so I work for the Rutherford County Convention and Visitors Bureau. So we are the tourism kind of department for the county.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So we get a lot of tourism here right now to Murfreesboro with the growth and stuff. I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like
absolutely.
we had a big. We're the only only area in the East Coast that has an In-N-Out now.
Oh yeah, the In-N-Out is actually
There's one in
located on the
Lebanon.
same street as our office.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit crazy for a while with that opening. You wanted to avoid kind of that area if you weren't in line to get
I feel like
in and
that's
out.
driving the tourism. They're like, I need an In-N-Out burger. I'm gonna.
Well, I guess the sales tax helps, right?
The sales tax helps, yes. Us as an organization, we also depend a lot on the hotel motel tax in the county. So a big part of our tourism is helping fill our hotel rooms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's back up for just a second. Let's learn about you, some of your experience, how you ended up here, other things you've done, because you're very interesting. You got a lot going. So tell us a little bit about you.
Yeah, I'm originally from Austin, Texas, so I am a Southern girly. But I lived in Washington, D.C. for several years, and I have a museum background. I've worked in museums for 10 years now. I have my master's in museum studies from George Washington University, and I've worked at the Smithsonian Institution.
Wow.
That's
I
awesome.
worked on Capitol Hill with the National Women's Party for a while, so I'm very big. My academic background is in women's suffrage and advocating and educating people about women's history, specifically around our voting rights. And so that's been a really important part of my background and my career and my experience. But I moved to Tennessee a year ago, and I do commute from Nashville to Murfreesboro. And so I'm still a little bit new to Tennessee and learning things, but this role has been absolutely great, and I'm so thrilled to be here.
That's
So I imagine.
Smithsonian.
I know. I imagine that commute's not that bad because you're going like the opposite of the traffic direction.
Yeah,
when you,
yeah, it's really not that bad. In the morning, it's a 20 to 30 minute drive. I don't think that's bad. Some people might think that's way too long for them.
I go 1.1 miles, and I'm like, oh my God, it's so far.
No, it's great. I listen to a podcast. I put on some music. It allows me time to wake up before I get into the office, and so I really enjoy it. Going home sometimes is hit or miss, but I really love both communities, and so it gives me an opportunity to kind of expand, myself both personally and professionally between both counties.
Yeah, and I would imagine, doing what you do, Nashville being such a tourist-driven location, and it bleeds over to Rutherford County and Murfreesboro, so getting an idea of both really helps in what you do.
And people probably are going to come in and ask questions not just about Rutherford County, so you have more experience to share.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we kind of feed off of each other. A lot of people who are visiting Nashville might want to escape, the big city for a day, and Rutherford County has so much to offer. My role with the Convention Bureau is the Director of Cultural Heritage and Tourism. So even though I'm not in a traditional museum role currently, my job is to work with all of the museums and cultural institutions in the county and help promote that. And we feed a lot off of Nashville as, commuter cities and stuff like that. So I'm very excited to be part of this community. Rutherford County has so much history, interesting history. And I love talking about history. I know not everybody is as equally interested as history, but I think if you're able to connect with somebody and kind of get them on that hook, then that's really important. And I really like to get in contact with businesses and locals and new residents too, and people who are, or maybe even they're from the community, but they didn't know this piece of history and in the community that they've been living in, and helping educate new people that come here. It's not always about tourism, but it's really highlighting what makes us special as a community, and I really believe that I'm a good advocate and voice for that.
This might be put you on the spot, and if you're like, I don't want to answer, that's fine.
Okay.
But is there like one fact about Murfreesboro, Rutherford County? Whenever like you're talking to somebody and you're like, this is my go-to. What is that go-to fact that people may not know from around here?
No, that's honestly, I really love that question. I've started my role in September. We're in January, so I'm still learning a little bit about the community. But one thing that I would say that I've been kind of fixated on, and I do want to do my own research on it because I haven't done enough research on it. So downtown Murfreesboro, there was called the Mink Slide, and it was kind of a predominant area for African Americans in the early 20th century to shop, and they kind of had it like a trade market, and they would sell and do all these things. And even though that land still exists, it, as Mink Slide, no longer exists. You know, buildings have been built up where it used to be open land and stuff like that. Right. But it was a really early shopping district in Murfreesboro for African Americans at that time. And I just think that's incredibly unique and a big piece of our history that I don't think is often highlighted enough. And so I would really love to kind of do a little bit more research and talk about that.
I've lived here. I was born in Murfreesboro, grew up in Cannon County, and moved back here years ago. But never heard that story. This is the first time.
And another thing, there is a farm here local. It's called Butler Farms. And if you're local and you don't know, if you're new and you don't know, Butler, the people that own and operate Butler Farms, that land can be traced back into their family to the 1860s. Wow. So they are actually descendants of enslaved that used to be here in Murfreesboro, and you can still go buy beef from them. And so I also think that's an incredibly incredible story here in Murfreesboro, and there's not very many farms like that still exist in the United States, and so I think that's incredibly unique.
That is very unique, and I had no idea it had gone back that far with that. I know what you're talking about. I know Butler Farms. It's very prominent. Like,
and they're the nicest people ever. Like, if you have the opportunity to connect with them, like, please do. They are so special.
History,
awesome.
like you are. You know what? When I moved here, I kept going on field trips with my kids because on the West Coast we learn a lot about missionaries and all of that stuff. So when we moved here, I knew little about like Civil War history and stuff like that. So I always went on field trips with my kids because it's really interesting. I mean, I know it's one of those, you don't know what you don't know, but really, like, history, it comes from all different directions.
Absolutely. And, Rutherford County and Murfreesboro has a lot of Civil War history, and that's really great. But going back to women's suffrage roots, Tennessee was the final state to ratify women's suffrage, and so Tennessee is widely known as the state that is the reason why women can vote. We got that in 1920. But there used to be suffrage meetings here, and I forget what the building is, but there is a building here, and suffragists used to meet and campaign there in early days in Murfreesboro, and I also just find that incredibly special. Like, there's so much history here. It's not just Civil War, but of course the Civil War is a big part of what happened here. You have Stones River National Battlefield, you have Oakland's Mansion, and so I really encourage everybody in the community to kind of really invest and learn. And if you need help and you need recommendations, I'm happy to have those conversations with you.
Yes, it's really amazing. So you have had this role since September. Is there a path? I mean, you were going to work with the different businesses, but your study is about the museums and things like that. Yeah. Do you know offhand, again, like Lance, we're just offhand, like how many museums or anything that are in Rutherford County? Is there more than 5, more than 10?
Yeah,
or you're going to bring that to light as you go further in your position?
There's quite a few museums, but there's also just some historical sites where maybe you don't pay to enter, but you can still visit. There are 2 sites here in the county that are site locations for the Trail of Tears. You don't have to pay to go. You can go, but you can go walk that trail. And there are several wonderful museums that you can pay admission to. We have a children's museum, this Discovery Center. We have Oakland's Mansion, that's very beautiful. We have a lot to offer in the community, and so my hope is, as I get more comfortable in my position, I can share information and promote. And I really believe in accessibility and equitable opportunity, and so just allowing people to know what even free resources are available to them, and that includes your public library. They offer a lot of great programs, cultural art. You can get a free library card. They offer a lot of free services to local and non-local and non-residents. So I highly encourage that.
Wonderful. Well, Abby, thank you so much for coming on the show. You gave us a lot of fun facts. Excuse me, gave us a lot of fun facts, so we appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. I mean, it's so much. It's so much going on in our community, and it's pretty fantastic. Up next, Purple Paws Pet of the Week. This week's pet comes to us from Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue. Meet Mason, the white-pawed charmer. Born this past May, Mason is a perfect blend of playful mischief and sweet snuggles. With his tiny white paws and easygoing nature, this little guy is full of charm. He's not one to hog the spotlight, though. He'd rather watch his siblings test the waters and decide if he's in. Mason and his best buddy Mateo are a bonded pair and must be adopted together. Double the love, double the fun.
Well, if you're interested in making Mason or Mateo part of your family, reach out to Proverbs 12:10 Animal Rescue and adopt them today.
Yeah,
And
they're
if you're-
looking for their forever home.
Yeah, and don't forget, it's a two. You got to adopt both of them. They're bonded, guys. So
Yes, and in my age bracket, double mint gum.
there you go. More descriptions in our links below.
All right, well, we are here with our second guest, Cooper Schanie. You are a licensed massage therapist.
That's correct.
We're talking a lot about health and wellness in January, so we thought, what a great opportunity to bring you on.
I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Who are you?
My name's Cooper Schanie. I'm a licensed massage therapist. I've been a massage therapist for about 2 to 3 years at this point. I used to work at a spa before I went out on my own to do my own thing. I actually don't work that far from here. I'm downtown Murfreesboro. Not only that, but if people can't find the time in their busy schedules to come see me, I can come to them either in their workplace or their home as a mobile massage service.
That's awesome. Fantastic. That's good to know. And if you have somebody that's older, maybe doesn't drive, needs
Exactly,
that
yeah.
kind of, or doesn't get out much,
Don't
it's
care.
perfect for that.
Or
yeah.
groups, right? Like a
I do
lunchtime massage festival.
Ah, like an office space.
Yeah.
I have done a couple of events.
so-
If I may promote for a little bit of another group, I do sometimes go down to Nashville to work with a group called the Fit Syndicate. They offer and promote fitness over in Nashville, Tennessee.
That's
Wow.
awesome. Let me tell you guys, that is a great gift if you own a business or if you're a manager of a business. I used to work for a big company here in town, and
Horizon.
yeah, Schmorizon, and like Black Friday was a big deal, and we had to work like 15-hour days, and they would like spend money, and they would get like a massage therapist come back there and like set up a chair, and like you would be worn out and stressed out, and they'd be like, all right, you can go back there, and you just make rotations and stuff. They work out your stress on you.
I do guarantee that a lot, like most if not everyone, always like tells me, "Oh, I always carry my stress in my neck and shoulders." And it's like, as you mentioned, like as health and wellness, like it's just that people don't always take good care of themselves.
Yeah.
And most of the time, it's either work related or stress related. It's
Yeah.
usually one of those two. It's usually, how do you carry yourself at work?
Self-care. And, carrying heavy computer bags can do that thing.
Purses.
Yeah.
Even sitting at a desk can cause like tension because if you're not sitting right,
Yeah.
it's going to cause like all this like
Lower back. I have the worst lower back.
lower back,
sometimes.
your wrist, because you're like if you're working a computer, you're typing all the time.
I'm scoping it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you do, Cooper? Let's see here.
Well, let's talk about some of the extra things. So people know massage and they love Swedish massage, but you do more than just that.
That's right. I do specialize in deep tissue massage. Generally, that is either to focus on the whole body, but I also take requests to focus on certain areas such as I aforementioned, neck and shoulders. I've also done the hips. I also do cupping. If you don't know what cupping is exactly, it is a technique that helps lift up the areas of fascia in the skin around the shoulder and the muscles. If you've ever seen the Olympics and like Olympic swimmers, then they have like those dark circles around their arms. They do that just so they have a bit more range of motion as they're swimming, and it helps them work a bit better.
Is that a blood flow thing?
It's a blood flow thing, and it helps improve the flexibility of the muscles as well.
Wonderful. That's a
Very
lot
nice.
of fun.
So it's not a bunch of hickeys on someone's back.
No, it's not a bunch of companies. But we have heard them called that before. Generally, I think of the general consensus is you don't really like being called cup kisses or anything.
Oh!
They're just cup marks, nothing more.
So, like, if you're getting a deep tissue massage, is there any prep work that you need to do as a client before you come in there and see you? Like,
I do let people know that sometimes deep tissue can be a little intense, but generally it starts out a little softer, just so people get used to. It's in a weird way. Have you ever thought about like a foreign, like a bug or something like on your arm? It's like you tense up because it's like, oh, that's foreign.
Yeah.
Right.
So the idea in deep tissue is to let me get you, or you to get used to me before I go into those deeper levels of tissue.
That makes sense.
Especially because deep tissue can also focus on trigger points, and trigger points when you massage them or work them, especially like in areas like here, can be a little intense and it can hurt. So I don't want to ever put anyone in a position that they do not want to be in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What about like aromatherapy?
Completely complimentary.
Wow.
People can make requests. I usually, sometimes I do mixtures for people, depends on what is going on. Generally for people in this season, they have allergies, so it's just a lot of lavender to help them relax, some eucalyptus clear up the airways, and if they're looking for something a bit more with a kick to it, I also suggest using peppermint as well. I do it in a way that it's always like present in people, like during their session, and not just like some far off smell. Yeah. And I don't apply it to skin either, because you're not really supposed to be putting that stuff on your skin anyway. It can
irritate.
burn.
Yeah, like straight on there.
Yeah. I don't think I would like that. There's peppermint and eucalyptus oil on my back or something.
Yeah, no, me neither, to be honest. I mean, like, yeah, we're getting off this table. But please leave the room first so I can leave the table.
How long of sessions? Like,
I have done as short as 15 minutes. Those are usually for chair massage events. And I've done as long as 2 hours. It's not for everyone, but some people like being pampered.
How do you keep going during 2 hours? I feel like I would just I would need a massage after that.
Massage therapists, if they are smart enough, which I imagine all of them are here in Murfreesboro and other places, make sure to use not just their hands, but their fists, their forearms, their elbows. And in the rare case of chair massage, I have driven a knee into someone's back because I feel like I couldn't get the pressure right if I use an elbow.
Use all your resources.
All the
I
resources
feel like after
available.
2 hours, like Cooper's over here like drinking electrolytes, and you got to be wore out.
You ever heard
That's
of
like
that?
playing a sports
You ever
full
heard of that
game.
massage like technique that people like walk on people
Yes,
with their
yeah.
I can't learn that. I would absolutely crush somebody.
Yes.
Cooper is not a short, small guy. I feel like
No.
if Cooper was walking on your back, his head would touch the ceiling. So
That's pretty funny. So self-care is January, but that Valentine's Day is going to sneak up on us before we know it.
That's true.
Do you have any love specials?
Well, I wouldn't like be. I would try to be a little careful when I like talk about the love and it's a massage therapist. But I will say, as like I'm going to be interested in doing a little service, maybe like a 50%. Half a heart kind of gift certificate. It's kind of a bit of a play on words because it's like half a heart, half a heart.
Right.
Yeah.
And just so people can give these like gift certificates out to their significant others, boyfriends, girlfriends, husbands, wives.
Yeah.
Show the love.
That's awesome. That's a lot of fun. Well, any other shout outs for your massage therapist or anything before we go real quick?
How do we get in contact?
Yeah, that's a great one.
You can reach me at my phone number of 931-636-5758. I highly recommend that, as that will get you the quickest response with me. I also have a Facebook page that called Cooper Schanie LMT. And I'm currently working on an Instagram and a website for this year. I'm trying to, as a New Year's resolution, I'm trying to be a bit more digitally inclusive.
That makes sense.
And of course, if you ever want to feel super, you better call Cooper.
I love
it.
that.
I love it.
We'll put all the links down below and your phone number.
Yeah.
But thanks for joining us today.
Yeah,
Thanks
thank
for
you,
having
Cooper.
me.
It's good to learn more about your business.
It was a pleasure being here.
Well, stop. Don't scroll just yet. We'll be right back after this message.
Hey there! If you're a professional who's driven, passionate about what you do, and looking to connect with other like-minded individuals, we have the perfect place. Networking for awesome people is exactly what it sounds like. A local community built for awesome professionals who want to support each other, share insights, and create meaningful connections. We're here to build a network where everyone feels welcome and empowered. If that sounds like you, we'd love to have you join our community. Find the link below and let's connect you with more awesome people.
Well, we had such a great show today, didn't we? We had amazing guests, Cooper and Ivy. We learned fun facts.
Right.
Cooper out here spitting facts about massages, and then Ivy telling us things that we never knew before.
very interesting stuff about Rutherford County. I'm excited as she grows in her role to teach us more stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Well, we want to thank everybody for watching this far. It's really great that you did, and we really appreciate that.
Yes, and next week we're going to have new guests and more fun and all kinds of cool things.
Yeah, more fun events and guests and everything. We like to have. We're introducing new things a little at a time here.
Yes.
So as you go on, we talked about it. This aired at 7 a.m.
Right.
So that's our new time. So next week we'll have a little bit something more new for you guys and stuff. So we're gradually
Keep watching because it's going to be changing.
Yeah. We're not trying to throw too much at you at one time, but we're working our way up to all of our new events and things that we have going on. We have to thank our sponsors again. We have our Spiro, didn't get it out, Spiro Overhead Doors.
Valley Growers.
And for our social media.
615 Insurance.
And Hemisphere.
Yeah, we appreciate that we get to shoot the show here.
Yeah. And we got to thank our wonderful staff.
Yes.
Neil does a great job producing the show, and we have so many behind the scenes now that help us do this. We started out with it was like us.
Yes. We have a great team. They take good care of us.
We built a good team over the year, and we thank them majorly for what they've done. And they got to do a little homework. Your favorite part of the show right here.
I know. I get to say it. All right. So if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you smash that subscribe button. And then all the other social media, we really love the interaction. If you have someone's birthday coming up, you want to shout out, an anniversary, maybe you just got engaged. We would love to share more with the community. And if you're on there, you can either message us, you can comment, and then while you're there, give us a heart, a thumbs up, whatever.
Yeah, wonderful. And then if you're like Ivy, who said she podcasts on the way in, we're on all streaming platforms now. So she can listen to us on the way into work now. So if there's a place that you like to stream your podcast, you can find us on there.
And January is everybody's going to the gym. You can listen to us while you're at the gym.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, from all of us here at Good Morning Murfreesboro, we wish you a great weekend.
If you're going to do it this weekend, do it here in Murfreesboro.